check on something real quick. So let's go here. Alright, perfect. Let's just go ahead and get started now that we're all done with the setups. Let's go ahead and finally get going with Mega Man X4. Been long overdue. So we're going to go through and we're going to play through the entire X storyline of X4. I love this intro. So much fun. Alright. Just as amazing as I remembered, except for one thing. They changed the one scene of it. They changed one scene in the opening intro where you could see the Colonel as he was saluting, and it looked like a Hitler salute. So that's why they removed that. I remember that from the original, though. You can look it up on YouTube. They clearly edited it out by slowing down that scene to the point where it didn't even show the Colonel saluting the rest of the troops. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and we're going to play as the X storyline. I'm not going to go for the ultimate armor.
It's about the Maverick Hunters, General. They are far too eager to please the humans and continue to hunt down the Reploids. Do you believe they pose a significant threat?
Perhaps.
You already know the truth, General. Their sole mission has been to destroy any Reploids who fail to do as the humans order. It's in your best interest to stop them now, before they turn on you. You possess enough power to destroy them!
Dismissed.
What?
I will not betray the humans. Remove yourself from my sight. My business with you has concluded.
Very well. But you will change your mind soon, I assure you.
Alright. Mavericks have been found at point 5567. The Mavericks occupy the Sky Lagoon using the most advanced weapons available. The army appears to be the Repliforce. Roger that, I'm on my way now. So, just like any opening stage, it's going to be pretty simple, pretty straightforward. It feels like X's Buster charges up a lot faster than it used to. The enemies are not going to be too hard. We will, however, get to see our boss right here, though. You can choose to ignore him. You can go ahead and just keep moving through the stage if you want. There's no you don't have to fight him. Oh, whoa. And that's that. You know, you don't have to fight him if you don't want to. Pretty simple beginner mission. Anyway, the whole thing comes crashing down and we get to meet Magma Dragoon. Your Dragoon from the 14th unit? This isn't good, X. That Maverick just destroyed the power reactor. What? Then the Sky Lagoon will come crashing into the ground. It's too late, X. It's time I made my escape. I suggest you do the same. Don't do anything reckless on the way out, okay? The city below will soon become a sea of flames. Many people will perish. I have no choice but to escape from here and head to the city below. So that's the first half of the opening missions. Ready. All the levels are broken into halves. The city has been completely destroyed. They were innocent people. I won't forget this. So like right off the bat, a bunch of innocent people, an entire city was just destroyed and, you know, a bunch of people were killed. So right off the bat, we get a kind of a dark premise. X4 is, I'm not going to say it's like overly dark, but it definitely has a much, it's not as lighthearted as some of the other X games. But anyway, we got our main protagonist here, X. He does all of the great things you know and love from the previous X games. Fall down that pit and the walls will eventually close in on you and try and crush you, so you just wall jump out. But other than that, let's go ahead and kill this final boss of the mission. Pretty easy, it's the guy we saw earlier. The guy who's responsible for causing the Sky Lagoon to fall. Pretty easy, just simply charge up the next Buster. And they changed the death animation of the bosses. Now it's actually kind of cool. Whereas the previous explosions in X2 and X3 were very slow. But anyway, here's a little bit of a cutscene. Who are you? I'm the Colonel of the Repliforce. Has the Repliforce been occupying this area? What are you talking about? I only came to save my sister. The army responsible for all the violence in the region is not the Repliforce. Nevertheless, I want you to disarm and follow me back to HQ. Never. You're asking my soldiers to drop their weapons? The only time we drop our weapons is when we are not able to fight any longer. But you will be regarded as Mavericks and treated as such. Do as you will. The Repliforce would sooner fight and die than discard our pride. Consider us Mavericks if this is what you wish. Wait, Colonel, calm down. What the? Something's got to give, otherwise the entire Repliforce will be considered to be Mavericks. So that's the entire premise right now. We got the Repliforce, who's an army. Oh yeah, there's my previous playthrough. So we'll just go ahead and save over it, because we won't be needing it. But yeah, the Repliforce is now being treated as Mavericks.
Brave soldiers of Repliforce, we have all been wrongfully judged as Mavericks by the humans. We cannot suffer this indignity and live in disgrace. We will build our own nation of Reploids. But remember, this is neither about insurrection nor rebellion against our human creators. This is about our liberty and security. We must battle for our own individual rights and our own survival. Together we will build our nation a sanctuary for all Reploids, our own utopia. Let us forge onward towards a new golden era for the Repliforce.
I too share the general sentiment. Take heed, we have no other choice. Let us fight valiantly, with courage and pride, without fear, for we are the Repliforce. The most powerful army in history!
The General has finally taken action. And now, my Maverick Hunters, what will you do? I'll be watching closely from here on out.
So I think it's obvious we know who the hell that is. Gotta love the voice acting, though. Cheesy as hell. Who are you? Call me Double, the Rookie Hunter. My liege, the Repliforce has begun its coup. Wait, Double? You're jumping to conclusions here. Sir, you've been given the order to scramble. Right, I'm leaving right now. So now the game's going to introduce us to our 8 Mavericks and the level that they're in, so it's pretty simple. You know, it's not too hard of a, game. It still follows the simple formula. Defeat all 8 Mavericks, then you get to eventually go into the final area and challenge the boss, who we know is Sigma. We know Sigma's manipulating everything from behind the scenes, but there's actually more going on than we initially think. And we won't get the full story until we do a 0 playthrough, but right now I'm just going to play as X. So, there are multiple ways we could start this off. We could go straight here. We could start off with this mission, but I'm going to go with my standard tried and true method of Web Spider. We're going to take on Web Spider first. The jungle levels are usually pretty beginner-friendly throughout most X games, at least in my opinion. And I remember this was the first mission. This was the first one I played. So this level itself isn't like some secret formula. It's just my way of doing this, because this is how I played the game back when it first came out. I always did Web Spider first. And come right here, and we got a Dr. Light Capsule. This battle should have never happened, X. Why must Reploids fight each other? Why do these peacekeepers persist in fighting each other? Dr. Light, we've been asking this question for 4 games now. Equip this to discover the truth. Equip with this boot module to jump twice in the air to hover. You can move either left or right and will remain airborne for a few moments. It is effective for negotiating through higher and more dangerous terrain. Stop this tragic war as soon as possible, X. So yeah, we get the boots. They're not really that useful for the hovering. You can hover, but they're not really all that useful for hovering, at least to me. I just do it for the air dash. The air dash is what I like more. So at this point now, At this point, what we're going to do is we just got to go through this mission, and for the most part, this is, I gotta say, this game itself is the best 2D side-scroller I have ever played. It is so much fun, and it's one of those games that it just rewards you for doing well. And the good thing is once you get through the halfway checkpoint of each level, it refills like your health and stuff. Like, it gives you your item energy and your health back. It doesn't give you extra lives or anything. As you can see, X's X-Buster, when charged up, is just destroying enemies. The enemies here, some people might complain that oh crap. Some people might complain that this game is too easy. I'd say it can be challenging if you don't know what you're doing. Is it as challenging as X3? Probably no. X3 is still, in my opinion, the hardest of the first 4. But, I mean... that's to be expected, though. The game was designed to be very hard. So we're just going to speed through here, and we're already at the Maverick. Now, Web Spider would be weak to the weapon that we get from Slash Beast, but we don't have it. So we're going to go in with pure X-Buster, and here's the secret weapon of the jungle that Web Spider is guarding. You've labeled us all as Mavericks. I won't let you pass. Turn back now. Or not. So Web Spider's a pretty simple pattern. He'll drop down, and then he'll occasionally shoot webs at you. Just dash out of the way, and it's really simple. You can easily get caught by them. You can either jump around, jump under them, or go above them. But if you try to go at the wrong angle, that happens. So, like, well, that's one thing you could do is, you know, you can jump in the midair right as he shoots. That way he'll aim high. And you'll be able to dash under it. But once he gets at half-life, he just simply moves along the wall. Uh-oh. But not too hard. Like I said, I'm just now starting to get low. But no, not really too hard once you understand how to dash. And that's why I like to get the boots right here first, because the air dash really helps you avoid the webs. Alright. So for our troubles, we get Lightning Web. Unlike showing you in the previous X games, this just gives you a verbal description without showing you the actual attack it does. Like, it doesn't actually show it to you, which sucks. But hey, whatever. Alright, so now we are going to proceed in order of weakness. So we just defeated Web Spider and we got Lightning Web, and next is the Bio Laboratory, where we'll be fighting Split Mushroom. Gotta say, he's probably the least threatening of all these guys here, but he can actually be kind of annoying if you don't have his weakness. His mechanics, from what I remember, are very similar to Gemini Man. And for those of you who don't know what I just said, it was Gemini Man was a robot in Mega Man 3, the original Mega Man. Gemini Man was able to split himself in two, and that's what Split Mushroom can do. Hence the name Split Mushroom. So here at the Bio Laboratory, this is essentially like the Split Mushroom has been experimenting on all these Mavericks and Reploids and nature and stuff like that, just trying to create new weapons. And remember, we are fighting the Repliforce. These are soldiers of the Repliforce. However, Split Mushroom and a couple others are not quite what you would expect. And I'll point that out later in the boss fight. But let's just say not all the Mavericks we're fighting has a true allegiance to the Repliforce. Like, they're not real Repliforce soldiers. Alright, so here we go. Time for a little bit of a mid-boss. This guy's not too hard, but he can actually kill you if you're not smart. So what he does is he scrolls along the ground, takes out a platform you're standing on, And if you run out of platforms, you fall into the spiky pit and you die. So it's important to just blast him as best you can. But as you can see here, I know what to do. I know how to beat him. He's not hard. And with 3 platforms to spare, he goes down. Alright, let's see if we can... Alright, now that was all one half. That was all the first half of this level. Not too hard. Like I said, this game does feel easy if you know what you're doing. All right, so there's our heart tank. So first order of business. Got it. All right, now we can just kind of speed through this section. No. Oh shit! I'm about to die. No. Oh well, at least I get to keep my heart tank. Ooh, that was close. Alright, elevator time. This elevator will take us right to the Maverick, Split Mushroom. But first we gotta navigate all these plant pillars, I guess you could call. I don't know what they're supposed to be. But yeah, more of Split Mushroom's bioengineered weapons. The big danger here is not to let the platforms crush you. Not too hard. So right here, they give you health, they give you weapon energy. And here's the Maverick. Are you X? I'm under orders to terminate you. What? Whose orders? Take a wild guess. So you just fire the lightning web at him every time he jumps from wall to wall, and he'll eventually die. It's pretty easy. Otherwise, he'll be creating clones of himself, like Gemini Man. He'll be running around here. He'll just be making things real difficult. Not exactly a fun boss fight in terms of like trying to beat him. But anyway, if you look at his health bar, it doesn't have the Reploforce symbol underneath it like Web Spider did. Web Spider's health bar had a big R for Reploforce. Split Mushroom's does not. That symbol is Sigma's symbol. Split Mushroom is secretly working for Sigma as a spy within the Reploforce. Alright, so basically we'll just kind of skip through this. But pretty much, it projects a kind of like a silhouette, a rainbow silhouette of, oh, sorry, I almost went back to the title screen, my bad. It projects a 3D silhouette in front of us, and anything that walks into it takes damage. Alright, so after beating Split Mushroom, we're now going to go here into Cyber Peacock's level. So this is actually a unique concept. We're actually going to digitize ourselves into like cyberspace, essentially. That's what we're doing. We're technically in cyberspace, and that eye right there is watching us. And the first half of Cyber Peacock's stage is really fun. We get... crap. crap, am I gonna... Okay. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna deliberately die because that was terrible. I don't care. I'm gonna let this thing kill me, just because these sections are timed. If you don't beat them in a certain amount of time, then you don't get special rewards for it. But anyway, here we go. But as you can see, Soul Body just eliminates those things effortlessly. There we are, S rank. You want an S rank in every one of these little areas. And for our first area, we get a heart tank. Moving on to the next area. Still part of the first half, but the next area. We're being observed and essentially graded and scored. I think that one of them catching me is fine. Yeah, there you go. Alright, for the next one, we get a sub-tank. Sub-tanks are always useful. They refill your health whenever you're low. Alright, now for the next one. This one's going to be the trickier one. Come on, I can make it, I can make it. Oh. And... yes, alright. We are now about to get the best Dr. Light upgrade capsule ever. Check it. I'm giving you a new head module, X. This module will improve your special weapons abilities. It should reduce your special weapons energy requirements to near zero. You may now use your special weapons as often as you want. So with this helmet, we have unlimited special weapon energy. I have only one soul body left. You can see in the top left of the screen. It's just, 12 web, one soul body. There. It doesn't matter. I can now use this infinitely. I love this helmet upgrade. Oh my god, X4 has the best armor. Like, everything about this game is so good. The boots are kind of bleh, but the chest armor is awesome, the helmet is awesome, and the Buster upgrade is awesome. Oh, that's right. You gotta push these buttons. So this is kind of like a puzzle. Once again, we're being tested. We're being constantly tested. Like, this entire concept is literally just like a brain teaser. That's essentially what the theme that they're going for with this level. They're trying to, but, I mean, it's not too hard. I mean, we're at the Maverick already. Like I said, the first half is the hard part, because you want to get an S rank on all 3 sections to get all the goodies. But we did, so we have all the items, so once we beat Cyber Peacock, we have no reason to come back here. So let's just go ahead and kill him. His potential is limitless, not possible. Who are you? Why are you doing this to me? I was ordered to test your abilities. It's quite simple. What? Prepare yourself. So he'll simply teleport around and teleport right next to you, and you just use the soul body. Don't stay stationary. Keep walking back and left, because he'll try and, like, teleport into you, and that'll damage you. Your soul body has to touch him, so you kind of have to keep moving, and as you walk past him, he'll spawn in. You either fire the soul body, and then quickly turn and use it on him again. And like I said, this part is easy. not too hard, especially with unlimited energy now. Now that we have unlimited weapon energy, every Maverick is a cakewalk from here on out. We literally have nothing to fear.
You got aiming laser.
Alright. So aiming laser is one of the weird weapons of this game. It's kind of difficult to use. But we're still going to use it, and we still have a Maverick we need to beat with it. And that is Storm Owl. One of the better songs in the game. I love Storm Owl's theme. The music in this stage is so much fun. Oh yeah, we get a flying mech. Charge it up. And it'll unleash a little bit the lasers that home in on the enemies. I'm coming up here for the energy because I want it so bad because I need to fill up my sub-tank. Think fast, otherwise, you know, you'll lose the chance to get that sub-tank. Or that heart tank, rather. Because if that platform's destroyed, the heart tank falls into the ground, and there's nothing. It falls, you know, into the pit. And there's nothing you can do about it, and you'll have to come back to the stage afterwards. And that's the end of the first half. Now, the second half here, I'm honestly probably going to die a lot because there's a Dr. Light capsule in here that is my second favorite of all time. And we're going to get that, and I'm probably going to die trying. So these little guys will just shoot lasers at you. But the good news is you don't really have to worry about them. They're not tough. They take a bullet. I think they... Yeah, they take 2 bullets apiece. Anyway, wait for the platform to get here. Alright, so lots of instant kill spikes. So just jump, air dash. But, as you can see, there's something up there that we want to get. Oh, first try. You gotta love it. Dr. Light, you can charge up to 4 blasts at a time with this arm module. It takes a while to charge, but you can fire a charge shot at any time you wish. This arm module is also changeable. Enter this capsule to change parts. So I'll get it just to show y'all. So basically what happens is, now we can charge up shots, and so yeah, not too bad, but there's something better. With this arm part, you can fire the plasma shot, which is effective against stronger enemies. If the shot hits the opponent, plasma is generated, which will cause additional damage to the enemy. This arm module is changeable. Enter this capsule to change parts. And we got the plasma shot, the best buster upgrade in the game. So yeah, blah 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 blah. I don't care. So just jump over the Dr. Light capsule and you'll be fine. There we are. As you can see, it's putting in work. So yeah, it's nasty. I love this, but I love the plasma shot. So let's equip our aiming laser. So yeah, this is it. This is their aiming laser. Moving it, you move it by moving the cursor, which also moves you, so it can be tricky to be precise. But luckily, though, how dare you destroy my unit? You'll pay for this with your life. Oh, sorry, Birdie. But you're the one that's gonna die. It can be tricky to try and... The good news is Storm Owl doesn't stick around long enough. Once you zap him, if you zap him, he flies away. Oh, what the? Okay, that was weird. He's almost dead. And that's it. And I can still move this thing even when the death animation's going. It's kind of fun. But that's it. We've defeated 4 Mavericks. Now we get a little bit of a mid-boss fight. You know, a mid-Maverick fight. Every time you defeat 4 Mavericks, and it doesn't matter which 4, you're gonna go fight the Colonel. We got double Cyclone. So look at that. We've gotten 3 out of 4 armor pieces. And we've gotten 3 heart tanks and a sub-tank. So back at headquarters. Sir, it's a message from the Colonel. X, I'll be waiting for you at Memorial Hall. Make sure you show up on time. Sir, this must be a trap. Perhaps, but I won't run this time. I don't think he ran away from you last time. Yeah, the Colonel literally ran away from you, saying, "You fine, judge us as Mavericks," and then he pissed off. And I was like, okay, whatever. Anyway, Colonel, stop this foolishness now. Never. Colonel, please think this over. The Replar Force must be independent. Our battle will determine this. All right then.
I've been waiting to fight with you.
So he'll fire 3 waves of attack at you. Ah, crap. He'll fire 3 of these things at you, dash under the first one, and the third one, and jump over the second one. It's pretty simple. Every time he teleports, he will appear right in front of you. Oh, crap. Ooh, that was close. Alright, he's beaten. Impressive, but the result won't be the same next time. Until then. Colonel! So yeah, pretty much kind of a, not really too hard, as long as you understand his pattern. Alright, now we get to continue. So, we've defeated 4 Mavericks, now let's take on the other 4. We beat Storm Owl last, so now it's time to take on Magma Dragoon, the guy we met at the Sky Lagoon. He betrayed the Irregular Hunters. It's kind of like, I think, a translation typo from Japanese to American. But yeah, like, I believe in Japan they're called Irregular Hunters and not Maverick Hunters. But essentially that's what, yeah. Magma Dragoon was a Maverick Hunter. Oh crap. Magma Dragoon was a Maverick Hunter. He betrayed the Maverick Hunters, and then now we gotta go find him and take him down. Oop. Little eager. Best music in the game, easily Magma Dragoon's theme. Catchy as hell. But luckily, we get our health back. Alright, so this part's easy, just dash jump. Literally, don't even stop. Like, never, don't even stop. Don't wait, don't dilly-dally. And we're good. Now, there is something here we would like to get, but unfortunately we can't. Oh, wow. We can't get the heart tank, but there is something else here that we want to get, but we don't have the necessary equipment to get it. We need Slash Beast's weapon, as well as the arm upgrade, but we already have that. So, but we need Slash Beast's weapon, so we're going to be back here. We can't break through this thing until we have Slash Beast's weapon fully charged up with the arm upgrade, and it'll cut right through that, and we'll get to the last Dr. Light capsule. But anyway, come on down here. Use this mech, it's lava proof, you know, you can jump into lava. Has a nice little blade attached to the wrist. Jumping attack does so much more damage. But anyway, instead of going up top, just come under here. And here, we get to fight Magma Dragoon the Maverick in a mech armor, which is so much fun. It's like a fun idea, and I'm glad the developers put this in the game and kept it in for the remake. X, you've arrived. Dragoon, why did you betray the head HQ? Haha, you'll have to defeat me first. But we're allies. You're so naive. Listen closely, X. I let the Sky Lagoon fall, and I'd do it again. No, those were innocent people. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so he's a Maverick. He betrayed us. Why did he betray us? Well, look at his health bar. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but he's yelling Hadouken and stuff like that. Alright, now that my mech's been destroyed, I could just simply use his weakness. But yeah, Magma Dragoon's entire fighting style is derived from Street Fighter, which is a Capcom game, so Capcom can do whatever they want. Mega Man's a Capcom game, Street Fighter's a Capcom game, so... yeah, they just use... Magma Dragoon is literally from Street Fighter, essentially. That's his fighting style. Hadoukens and Shoryukens. You are strong, X. Such a waste. Why, Dragoon? Always wanted to fight you. Then he appeared. And he? Who? Told me to work for Repliforce, to goad you into fighting. You did that just so you could fight me? Was worth it for a final duel. Dragoon, no! Whatever. Alright, he's dead. So for our troubles, we got Rising Fire. Pretty much, it's not a Shoryuken, but it shoots fire upwards vertically. You know, effective against all airborne enemies. Not really. But it can break some objects. It can help reveal hidden things. Now that we've got Rising Fire, obviously fire melts ice. So let's go ahead and take on Frost Walrus. Frost Walrus, I believe, is literally the biggest Maverick. Oh hey, look in the background. Right behind me, looking right there in the background, that's Blizzard Buffalo. A little bit of a Mega Man X3 cameo right there. So anyway, but don't go the normal path. Climb up here. We have a lot to get. Anyway. Get an extra life. And just like that, our first energy tank is full. Our energy tanks are literally... We only have 2. In the previous games we had 4. And the W is for a weapon tank, which refills weapon energy. Since we have the helmet upgrade, we don't care for that, but I still want to get it. Anyway, come on back this way. Let's equip the Rising Fire. Heart tank. There we are. Okay, now we're out of that area. Not that it matters. I mean, I don't really care to do that. But anyway, let's go this way. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Alright, anyway, come on up here. We're gonna get this thing. Oh. Lightning Web is a great tool. One of the better practical weapons in this game. Alright, so once again, just like with the elevator and split mushroom stage, just beware of this stuff here and don't let it crush you. But since we're going down and not up, it's a lot easier to navigate. Just exit stage right. Let's go ahead and do a mid-boss. Right there is Chill Penguin. He's also making a surprise cameo here. But anyway, this enemy will take various forms. I'm just going to get rid of all the icicles because I don't want them falling from the ceiling. He'll cut once he slams down on the ceiling, all the icicles will fall. So right there was a charged up Rising Flame attack. It looks, Mega Man kind of does his own Shoryuken. Anyway, lots of destructible things in here, lots and lots of them, and we're gonna be destroying a lot of them just because there's an item in here we want to get. Not because we have to get it, but because I want it. Right there. The weapon tank. So now we have the weapon tank. Oh yeah, those little birds in the air that I just shot that was like glowing or something. If you don't destroy them fast enough, they'll freeze the entire area, making the ground slippery and making it hard to move. It can be annoying. You don't have to kill them. It's not like you die from it, but it'll make the game it'll make the terrain around you a little harder. Anyway. Here comes Frost Walrus. It's hilarious how all the Mavericks like talk shit to X right before the fight begins. But their dialogue interactions with Zero when you play as Zero, their interactions are different. They sent a kid like you after me, I promise to end this quickly. Like, they all write off X. And I'm like, did you all forget that X defeated Sigma 3 times now? Like, they could, there's no way they forgot about that. Anyway, Frost Walrus is pretty easy when you have his weakness. If you don't melt the ice, like for instance the ice on his shoulder and his fangs, it enables him to slide around much faster. At Half-Life, he'll start doing this stuff. But, I mean, he stands still and he just lets you repeatedly hit him, so, hey, makes it easier for me. Alright, so we get Frost Tower. I don't know why it's named Frost Tower. It has nothing to do with really a tower in a way. It's more of like a shield that surrounds your body. But anyway, as you can see right there, we just got a lot. We need one more one more health tank to fill out that bottom area. We need to get more heart tanks though. But don't worry, we'll get them all. So now that we've beaten Frost Walrus, time to go to Jet Stingray. There are 2 items here we need to get for Jet Stingray. Jet Stingray's level is all about speeder bikes. Kind of like Overdrive Ostrich. Just like Overdrive Ostrich from Mega Man X2. Only instead of most of the level being about the speeder bike, this time it's entirely about it. Just avoid the bombs whenever you can. Unlike me right there. Anyway, the first heart tank that we're gonna get is not too far off. Right here. That was the heart tank right there, so you kind of want to play towards the back left side of the screen, you know, you don't want to... Also, you have the ability to dash, but you shouldn't use it unless you absolutely have to. And that's the first area. First area is not too hard. And if you die, you know, it's no biggie. Anyway, circle is a dash that enables you to do massive damage. And there's Jet Stingray right there. A simple slide dash into Jet Stingray allows you to pretty much send him off running. But if you get caught on stuff like that, it does count as a death. I wasn't paying attention. So you can fight Jet Stingray normally, or you can just do what I do and keep dying. So yeah, pretty much I'm just gonna have to dispose of that guy quick now. Right there. Now he sends off running. He'll eventually come back though. There he is. There, now we won't see him until the very end of the mission. The end of the level. Anyway. Whew! That item that you just heard me get was the last sub-tank. So right there, we've got 2 energy tanks, the weapon tank. We're kicking ass. There you go. Alright, so let's go ahead and deal with this guy. He's been bugging me this entire stage now. I'm impressed that you found me, but your search is over. Get ready, X. So, equip the Frost Shield, stand directly underneath him, and then we just keep climbing. We keep climbing, higher and higher, and just keep letting him walk into it. Like, this is kind of like, this is like the most, crap. Yeah, right there, those little stingrays that he fires. We'll be getting that ability from him. This is like the most one-sided Maverick fight you could be, because... crap. What is wrong with my jump? Why can't I jump right now? So right there, you can kind of trap him off screen, essentially. To the point where you can barely see the beams from the explosion. Like, that's how much of a one-sided fight this is, when you have his weakness. When you don't have his weakness, he's shooting stingrays around, he's dashing around left and right, diving, you know, at you. He's annoying.
You got
Fires many stingray drones that race across the ground, effective against enemies on walls and floors. Push down while the stingray drones are flying to command them to fall. Alright, so we need one more weapon, 2 more heart tanks, and we're out of here. So, let's go ahead and take on the last Maverick, Slash Beast.
Ready!
So at this point, we're gonna, it's just a simple munitions train. Not too hard. All that's really here is just a heart tank. That's all we need, and of course, beating the Maverick itself, Slash Beast. But we'll eventually fight a mid-boss, you know, halfway through this stage, and... the plasma shot just makes short work of it. The plasma shot makes short work of anything that isn't a Maverick. You can tell, it just obliterates everything. Jump over here, and eventually a cart will come up behind us, and this is it. I'm just going to stand here, fire 2 shots, and let that be it. Don't have to move. You fire 2 charged plasma shots, and that's it. The boss is dead. Moving on to part 2. Like I said, Plasma Shot is easily the best X-Buster upgrade in Mega Man X for me. In all the Mega Man X games I've ever played, the Plasma Shot is my favorite. And couple that with the helmet, and then eventually we'll get the Nova Strike. It's just so nice. Bastard. Anyway. Use the mech to destroy the trains. To reveal hidden items. And that's the heart tank we needed for this stage. Anyway, can't go any further. We're just about ready to fight the Maverick. Actually, no wait. We have to go through a train station some more. Here we are. Alright, here we go. Slash Beast has one of the cooler intros, in my opinion. You know, I like that. That's always seemed badass to me. Challenging my unit was both foolish and reckless. You are nothing more than my prey, one that is soon to be retired. So Slash Beast is pretty simple. You just fire the Ground Hunter, it declaws him. The claws on his on the bottom of his feet are gone now. So you just shoot at him repeatedly, dash over him. This guy is a cakewalk once you get the pattern down. As with all Mavericks in this game. Here, I'll charge up one. Let's see what a charge up one does. It's just a super Ground Hunter. That's all it is. So, whatever. Anyway, that's it. All the Mavericks are dead. We got a little bit of some item collection to do right now, but after that we'll be heading straight in. We'll be heading for the final castle soon enough. All right, so that's it for weapons. We need one more heart tank, and we need the armor upgrade. Music's gotten intense. The Repliforce has begun assembling. Where are they headed? Where are they? The spaceport. They plan to take off into space. Hurry, we have to stop the Colonel. So the spaceport is right here, but first we're going to go back to the jungle. We did not get the heart tank from Web Spider stage. Unfortunately for us, it's in the latter half. It's not in the first half, so we just need to kind of blow by this first part. Ah, the bastard jumped over it. Oh, little eager. Alright. Uh-oh. Still good. Alright. So let's go ahead and get this heart tank. It's hidden inside one of the trees. Just like we used the Rising Fire in Frost Walrus' stage to get his heart tank, to get the heart tank in that level, we're going to be doing the same here. There's a tree trunk that's burnable, and we're going to use it, and we're going to use Rising Fire on it. We just have to get there. That plasma shot is just such a nasty fucking weapon. I love it. Let's see, is that it? Oh, almost. Anyway, stand right next to one. And right there is proof of it, but we don't have it. It's in the next one. This is it. Alright, so now we can just simply escape. Save game. And boom, we got all heart tanks. Now, we just need to go back to Magma Dragoon stage and get his hidden item.
Ready.
The one thing I don't like about this is if you take damage, you lose your charge on your X-Buster, which isn't too bad, but, I mean, come on. It's kind of stupid. Alright. Alright. Oh. So, equip Slash Beast Weapon, which is this, the Twin Slasher. Fully charge it up, and boom. Here we go. Equip this new body module X. This body part absorbs damage inflicted by enemies and will gradually accumulate within. When it is filled to capacity with energy, you can execute the invincible Nova Strike. However, a single use will consume all your energy stores, so use it only to pull through tight situations. So yeah, the Nova Strike. The Nova Strike is fucking boss. I love it. I mean, it's not that great, but it's not one of the. It's not an ability you can equip. But if you look right here, you see it right there, Nova Strike. So let's just press R2, and there it is. And all its energy is now drained. Anyway, we're done here. Alright, continue. Alright, now before we get too crazy, I'm gonna show you a little farming trick that I like to do.
Ready!
If you ever need health, if you ever need heart tanks, energy, or sub-tank, if you ever need anything type of energy like that, this is the place to do that. There's the other one. I was like saying, I know there's another one. So, this level is great for farming health energy, as well as extra lives, which is what I'm going to do. So just bear with me for a few minutes.
Ready!
Oh crap.
Ready!
There we are. Ooh, wrong button. As you can see, I'm just abusing the hell out of this out of the fact that everything is right here in the first, right at the beginning of the first half. So I mean, what the hell? There we are. We even have full weapon energy now. So that's 8 lives. I want to see just how many lives I can get. I want to see if I can at least get 10. That'd be nice. I've never actually abused this mechanic before, because like once you get like 5 or 6, you're pretty much good.
Ready.
But I just want to go as far. I want to get more. Plus, there's a trophy that I could get. Let's see, is this it? That's it, fully charged. I got the trophy. Alright, so by having every item in the game, all armor, all weapons, all heart tanks, all sub-tanks, everything, and having 9 lives, that's how you get it. Alright, now that we're done screwing around, let's go ahead to the spaceport. Now it's time to go chase down the Colonel and fight him once and for all. And, I'm just taking a shit ton of damage because I really don't care. Because I'm so fucking strong right now. I don't know why I had trouble right there. I normally don't. Not too much longer until we fight the Colonel. His weakness is the Frost Shield. Oh, the Frost Tower that we got, but it's really not all that great. I'll just show it to you just because. Colonel, step back. I will stop anyone who tries to interfere with our independence. Enough of this, it's only an illusion. You hunters will never be able to understand us. Get ready, X.
I've been waiting to fight with you.
So his attacks are much faster now. I normally don't do that, but yeah, as you can tell, it's just not really worth it. Got him. Alright, impressive, but it's too late. What? The Repliforce is heading for space. I'm beaten, but the Repliforce will never perish. The Reploids nation will be born in the vastness of space. Colonel! So yeah, like X, like the storyline for this doesn't really make a whole lot of sense until you get to Zero's storyline. Like Zero's storyline is really the true storyline for this game. Alright, so yeah, now we're essentially flying into space. X tells Double to stay here, but I have no choice. before that, I used up a sub-tank, so I'm just going to quickly refill it. That's all I'm going to do. So yeah, right there, you know, it pretty much fills up half my sub-tank. So another one of that and I should be good. I love the fact that I can just abuse this. It saves so much time. It's almost, but that'll work. Alright, so as X heads off into space, we get a little fun cutscene.
Oh, not again. Hey, watch it! I'm terribly sorry.
It's me. Those hunters must not be allowed in here. Terminate them.
Roger. What a freak.
Hey, Double, what's the matter?
This is a Maverick Hunter, 17th unit. Commander X, please respond.
What happened? Report!
Nothing to worry about.
No further transmissions unless necessary to carry out the operation.
Understood.
I'm breaking contact.
And now, X will be my next target.
So yeah, Double was a spy all along working for Sigma.
Ready!
Sigma's been behind this whole thing. Double is weak to Storm Owl's weapon, but even with Storm Owl's weapon, he can be pretty annoying because he doesn't go into a weakness pattern. Just like all the other Mavericks get trapped in, you can't trap them in a repeating pattern. Double, what? Why are you here? The Mavericks, Hunters, and Repliforce, idiots, all of them. They're making my job too easy. What are you talking about? Double, what are you saying? Think it over in heaven. Die, X!
I'm so anxious to rip you apart! Evil Flag! 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 Evil Flag!
Whew! Double. Damn, how could I lose to a weakling like you? Double, tell me, why did you do this? You're so naive, X. I was sent as a spy from the very beginning to keep an eye on you. Double, I trusted you. That naiveness may be your fatal flaw. Goodbye, X. See you in the afterlife. Double! So yeah, you can't really go anywhere that way, but... Now we gotta go confront one other member of the Repliforce. We defeated the Colonel, we've defeated Double, we have to go take out the General. But, before we can do any of that, we gotta go and figure out how... We gotta defeat the 8 Mavericks in another boss rush. Because what would a Mega Man X... What type of Mega Man game would be complete without a boss rush? Oh shit. I meant to dash jump, instead I just dashed. So let's head down and see what happens. There we are. So, Colonel is next, or General rather. He is weak to Slash Beast's weapon, and he is fucking huge. General, what are you planning to do? We're going to build a nation for the Reploids. That's our ultimate goal. We'll fight anyone who dares to interfere with our independence. There must be an alternate to this mindless fighting. We were called Mavericks without justifiable reason. What other choice did we have than to fight? But it's too late, X.
My fate is sealed. I have no choice.
So the General is kind of annoying. By staying close to him, though, he can actually try and bait out some of his other attacks. I don't like this one. He's almost dead, though. Whoa. Got him. He's not too hard once you know. I just don't like the getting on top of his wrist because I always take a good amount of damage. But other than that, though, he's not too hard to beat. What's happened? It can't be. This weapon must be malfunctioning. General, what do you mean? Someone else is controlling it. Well, then it's not malfunctioning, asshole. You must hurry, X. The Earth is in danger. Alright, I'll stop it myself. No thanks to you. Alright, so there's no need to worry about anything else. We'll just go ahead.
Ready.
It is time for our boss rush. They give you plenty of health to start things off, but fall all the way down here. And here we are. Let's go ahead and take out the Mavericks one by one. Cyber Peacock? That's what I'm guessing. Yep. There we are. I just wanted to show you the fully charged up version of Soul Body. It's actually not, he's not weak to it, which is surprising. You'd think he would actually be weak to it, but he's not. So it's a little disappointing. But, you know, I mean, fuck it. I'm just doing it for fun now. I'm going to use the charged up abilities of every Maverick. Of every weapon I got from the Mavericks. Oh yeah, and I never showed you Web Spider's weakness to Slash Beast weapon. Because I didn't have Slash Beast weapon. So this will be fun. I love the interaction that you can force out of Web Spider if you use Slash Beast weapon on the rope he hangs from. Right there. You can cut it down. He's immune while you do that, but it's still fun. Otherwise, he just takes normal damage. He doesn't even flinch or go into some type of weird pattern. Alright, now we've all seen that one. Let's see what it does. So, yeah, I mean, Web Spider's not really super weak to it. You'd think if it didn't force him to go into a pattern, it would do more damage, but I guess not. But I guess that's why you get so much of the ammo in the first place. You get a lot of it. You get like 48 bursts with it. Anyway. If I remember correctly, this is Magma Dragoon. Yep. The good thing about Magma Dragoon's weakness is that he does get forced into a pattern. And there's the supercharged up version of the Storm Tornado. You know, not too bad. But pretty easy. Yeah, nothing too fancy. Alright, next up. Wait, no, that's not Jet Stingray. What am I? Ah, Storm Owl. That's right. We gotta get the aiming laser out. What in the world was that? Why is it not doing anything? There we are. It traps him there. So, kind of difficult. I guess it doesn't work. I guess it only works on the farthest tip of the beam and not the actual beam itself. Alright, I want to say this is Frost Walrus. Yep. Like, I just happened to be standing in the right spot where it didn't hurt me, where it didn't reach me. That wasn't planned on my part, I just got lucky on that. Alright. Slash Beast. So this is, I'll show what he does. But anyway, that was Slash Beast. Well, once you use the Ground Hunter and take off his claws, he can't do the attack ever again. At least I don't think so. Here, let me just let him keep damaging me. Oh, no wait, he doesn't do the Twin Slasher, he can only do one. So, okay, so the Twin Slasher is gone. He can only do one slash at a time, not two. That's what it is. Like, I almost never really try to see what if their fighting styles change when I do have their weakness. Alright, time to tackle Split Mushroom. Yeah, the Mavericks look like chumps in this game, but there's nothing... Like, I mean, that's just how it is. The Mavericks look easy, mostly because... I think they made this game deliberately much easier just because of the feedback they got from X3. Like, X3 was annoyingly hard. And I guess a lot of people didn't like it, so they made X4 a lot easier. All the water's green now. I like the fact that I've got him trapped off screen entirely, like he can't even come back on. You can, you hardly see anything now. Oh my god, dude. It's so fun to fucking destroy these enemies. Alright, anyway. Let's go figure out who's behind it all. I mean, I've already said it multiple times, but it's not like I care. This is amusing. It really is, X. You're Sigma? Yeah, my plan to keep Repliforce and the Maverick Hunters at each other's throats worked perfectly. Double did a good job as a spy. Why you... Repliforce are the fools this time. Now all that's left to destroy the Earth with the very weapon they made. No, I'll never let you do that. Try hard, X. Your life depends on it. So anyway, now we're gonna fight Sigma in 3 phases. They give us a lot of energy to deal with, even though we don't need it. So the first form we're going to be using Rising Fire, Magma Dragoon's weapon.
Are you ready for your final journey?
So just stand right in place. He'll appear right above you, and then in 2 places, and then after 2, dash jump over. You can't dash under it. I've tried. I keep getting hits, so. You just gotta sit here and just wait. Oh, I jumped too high. Let's charge up one. Now, the next one, we're going to go with the Lightning Web. You are very good, X, but I'm not for long. You won't be able to evade this attack. So, I mean, pretty easy once you understand him. Just jump, shoot him, dodge his weapons. When he throws his axe, you want him to throw his axe on the wall behind you. You want him to not throw it on the ground, otherwise he'll summon those little homing things. But so just when he goes to throw his axe, when he goes to throw his scythe, sorry, in the air, you know, at you, be on the wall. That way you can just quickly do what I did. Ha ha! Feel the incredible power. Drown in the empty vastness of space.
Tremble with terror. You are finished.
So there are 3 Sigma heads. The blue one is fire, the yellow one is lightning. The head right here is weak to Ground Hunter. Just dodge the laser lights. He has 2 forms of attacks when he's in this form. This is a standard attack. This is what I want him to do, because when he does, his other attack, he goes the end, and he just shoots this big laser that races across the ground. But right when he does that attack, he just vanishes. Let's go ahead and just use one, just to be safe. Sigma head just either can blow you back and just try and push you into a spiked wall, which is instant death spikes. Alright, so the head that appears in the bottom of the ground. Oh, here it is. Right there. Alright, let's just quickly kill this guy. Alright, so that one's dead. Now we have to defeat the other versions. The other version of Sigma. I'm not gonna take any chances. I don't want to have to do this whole thing over again. Got him. Ha 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 ha. What's so funny? This weapon is aimed straight at Earth already. No one can stop it now. Damn. Haha. Goodbye, X. Goodbye, Sigma, you bastard. We'll be seeing you in every other X game from here on out. Forevermore. So head out the door, and we're gonna have a conversation with the General. General, the weapon can be stopped with my body. But then many of my men have died. As their leader, I must leave with them. X, please forgive our foolishness. General! So the General sacrifices himself, or what's left of himself, to stop the weapon and destroy it. While X looks back on all the adventures he's had today.
This is Maverick Hunter Headquarters.
Zero.
It's good to see you're safe, X. I was really worried about you.
Sorry about that.
Don't worry. It's all over. Go home and rest. You've earned it.
But Zero, what if I become one of the Mavericks?
Don't ask such a silly question. I'm breaking contact now.
Wait, Zero! I'm serious. Zero, if I become a Maverick, you have to take care of me.
Don't be ridiculous. Now hurry on back.
Promise me. Zero.
So yeah, X is doubting whether or not he can remain true to the course and keep fighting for justice after everything he's seen. Because remember, he's killed a lot of Reploids throughout 4 games now. He's done a lot of damage, and it's starting to wear on him. You know, even by the end of X3, it was pretty much starting to wear on him. But anyway, that's it for X4. So let's go ahead and, well, I guess, well, will it let me skip? No, it won't. Okay, so it won't let me skip at all, under any circumstances. But anyway, that's just going to do it for me. I'm just going to go ahead and end the stream right here. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I hope I'll see you all next time. Eventually, I'm going to, probably sometime later this week, I'll do the Zero storyline playthrough and see how that goes. But for now, I will see you guys all next time.